I see a lot of education in the secondary level being encouraging curiosity. I used to be a teacher, and there's something about when you're untethered from that front chalkboard or the PowerPoint, you can sit down and actually be a part of the learning as opposed to thinking you have to be the one talking. We're going to do something new, and so we met with Joanne and said, what do you need to teach in your classroom, and how can we talk about prenatal alcohol exposure and still cover the concepts you have to cover? So it's not an extra activity.
So in talking with her, she was able to tell us the students will already have had exposure to a little bit of mitosis and meiosis. This is how our activity fits, and this is what they should take out of it, and it matches what they should know in terms of their curriculum and their learning outcomes.
Actually, with a conversation with the NeuroDevNet KT core, we were talking about how to go out and talk about our research, and animal models came up. How do you talk about animal models? And so that was the birth of this idea. We were thinking about mitosis. How does our research teach about mitosis? And trying to answer that question for a grade 8 classroom, I think was really helpful for us.
A lot of what they wanted to know was the current research. And I think that that's exactly the reason that we're here. I think they want an avenue to hear, distill it down. What are the most important findings? What's happening right now? It does fit. The current research can fit into what they're doing. It's just a matter of getting them exposed to what's going on.
When we're doing research, it's who we're trying to help is always in the back of our mind. But I think being in basic science, it's engaging with the public, sitting down with a bunch of teachers, and one of our teachers today had a son with FAS. And so to engage with him brings back the focus for why we're doing the research and what the goals are.
It's also energizing because that's the reason we're here. You go day by day in the lab and that's exciting, but to really talk to people and really get that human perspective really makes you want to go back to the lab bench and do science again. And we were able to look at some of these other animal models that we could then introduce into the classroom that were a little bit more accepted, because students could understand looking at a roundworm or looking at brine shrimp and that kind of thing, and it's something they could sit there and test and look at themselves. They didn't remember the little facts we presented to them. They remembered seeing that organism in the alcohol and how it behaved, and I just don't think they'll forget that.